Hello, I'd like to give a brief introduction to the course edci 5317 Evaluation of Curriculum and Instruction for Fall 2015. For some of you, this is the very first course you've taken with me, so I'm going to take a little bit of time to introduce myself and a little bit about the course. For those who've had me 2, 3, maybe even 4 times, it's going to be a lot of repetition. You know me already, and you can pretty much predict what I'm going to talk about here. But first, this is on Blackboard, and because it is online doesn't mean that we never have contact with each other. You email me, you text message me, you can call me on the phone, we can do Skype, you can come into the office and visit me if you're in Laredo. I've had students from out of state, I've had them from Dallas, I've had them out of the country at times, but we can still communicate with each other. During the summers, I am typically in Colorado, and during the semester, I might be somewhere else in the country or even out of the country. And if so, the course continues. I take trips, I do not take vacations. I don't even take weekends. Well, I do, but I'm still available on the weekend. No matter where I am, you can call me. I'm accessible all the time. That's what makes an online class successful, is that you can have a rapid response from the professor. So I'm going to try to do that. I'll try to get your assignments graded and give you a response fairly quickly, usually within 24 hours from the due date. Now, if it's due at midnight on one day, especially if there's 2 parts, like for instance, you will have discussion post and then a peer response the next day. Well, they are graded together, so it's 24 hours after the peer response is due that I try to give you feedback. And if I cannot, I'll send a general email to everyone telling you that I've gotten busy, I've gotten behind, and what time you can expect to see a response. If you don't see a response when expected, then maybe you didn't get the assignment in on time or in the right place and you need to contact me. My home page might look different from your home page, and you'll be able to see things that are coming up, things that are new. I'm making modifications to the course as I go through. I don't have them all done yet. I'm reviewing all of my assignments and so forth. I'm going to do some modifications as I go along during the course. The syllabus will stay pretty much as it is. There will be some modifications. I have some errors. I might have the incorrect date, but I will try to fix those, especially as you remind me or find out. Usually you'll have the folder for each chapter or each week will be available a little more than a week before it's due. And so you'll have at least a week in order to do any assignments that are listed. And you can see the home page, which we're on. The syllabus, you can click on the syllabus button to see the syllabus, and we'll look at that in a moment. And then the content, you click on there and you'll see the organization of the course. I'm not sure what that is on top. I think that has to do with doing a course evaluation or something. But introductory module is the first thing, and go through there, acknowledge the syllabus. You're going to get some points for that. Do the meet and greet, introduce yourself to each other. For those of you who have the same name, because I assume there are sisters or cousins that have the exact same first and last name, but I assume middle initial or middle name is different. Please indicate what you want to be called. By which name would you prefer to be called? So your classmates will know that and remind us throughout using the name that you prefer. Week 1, and that's all you can see so far. By the end of the week, by next Sunday, week 2 should be released. And so, and week 1 is actually August 24th, which is next week. This is introductory module week, and next week will be the week 1 where you do your first post. I'll try to keep in touch with you by email. Now, unlike previous semester when I tried Blackboard, I found out that email was kind of clunky. It wasn't working very good through Blackboard. So we're going to use exclusively TAMU email. So you'll have to use your Dusty email. Whatever your Dusty email, the only way I'm going to respond to you is through Dusty email or through text messages. If you give me your contact information, I'll do text messages with you and respond to you through text message. But by email, it'll have to be exclusively through the Dusty email on your part. And my tamu.edu account, I don't have Dusty, I have a faculty account. And so you all have your student account, and you might also have a work account if you work at the university, but let's use your student account for everything that has to do with the course. Let's go here to the syllabus. Don't want to spend a lot of time on this. Just know I'm available all the time. That's the most important thing. Call me, text me, email me, and I'll try to get back to you quickly. I check my emails early in the morning. I check my emails before I go to bed at night, which is usually about, between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock sometimes, depending on how tired I am. I'm almost always in bed now by 10 o'clock p.m., but I'm up early in the morning. So plan your communication with me accordingly, especially if you want feedback. And you will see on the syllabus has my normal office hours, but you can call me, you can text me anytime, and you have my office phone number. Now my office phone number will get forwarded to my cell phone, but it'd be a lot easier for me if you get in the habit of just dialing my cell phone number directly. I'm not sure if it's in here. I think it is in here somewhere. Okay, our textbook, make sure you get the textbook. You'll be using it a lot. You can't be successful with this course without the textbook. And this has a lot of technical information about the course. And then you have the kinds of assignments and the point totals. There are going to be task assignments. There's going to be 20 task assignments. Now, you're not doing a research paper in this course. This is one of the few courses you have that there will not be a research paper. If that changes, I will let you know if I have to rearrange. If someone on top of me, my boss or my dean or someone, tells me I have to change. But right now, you have chapter discussions, you have task assignments, and you have introductory activities, midterm exam, and a final exam. No research paper. So there'll be a lot week by week, but you won't have that big time to do research project, even though I do give you almost 2 weeks to do the midterm exam and almost 2 weeks to do the final exam. Withdrawal date, if you are in danger of failing the course, I will let you know at least 1 week ahead of the withdrawal date, and I'll tell you what your options are, even if you're in danger of getting a C for the course, because C's are really not allowed in graduate school. It is expected that everyone is doing either A or B work. This is not one of those classes where you just try to get by. And then you have the course calendar, and I'll try to keep the calendar updated on Blackboard. Haven't been too good at that in the past with Angel, but I'm going to try doing it here. Wednesday, August 19th, the first day of class. I'm sending this to you ahead of time just so you can go to the bookstore, you can get your textbook. And then Thursday, August 20th, acknowledge the syllabus, do your introduction, your post, your meet and greet with your classmates. Monday of next week is do the discussion post number 1. Then I'll try to give you feedback on Wednesday probably, and then the peer responses due. Now, if you're unsure on what to write, you can send it to me ahead of time, and I'll look at it. Your references, your APA references are very important. Look at the introductory video I have for APA. Look at the materials. If you're just starting out, it's a good idea to actually go to Amazon and purchase the APA manual, style manual, so you'll know how to do your references. It's a hard thing to learn, but once you learn it, you're fine. If you don't learn it, if you refuse to learn it, APA formatting style, it's impossible to get an A for this class. Just assume you're going to get a B. The longer you wait, the less likely it is that you can get an A for this course. So get that done right away. And then you're going to see the first task, and then it's going to be a lot of tasks, a lot of discussion posts. That's what we're going to be doing throughout the course. Task assignments, discussion posts. Feel free to send me your draft ahead of time. I'll give you some feedback, and I might say, call me, and I'll give you the number to call me. The email that I am going to send you with this should have my telephone number for my cell number here. Some of you already have you in my phone directory, so that in my contact list, because we've been text messaging back and forth already about assignments and due dates and things like that. So read through the syllabus. If you have any questions, contact me. Don't be shy. If you're shy, you won't do as well. So go ahead and let's have contact. Just because it's online doesn't mean there's no contact between professor and students. It's not just totally on your own. I still want to see some interaction between the professor and the students. And by you showing me drafts, I'm happy to do that to get you on the right track. And you'll see less need for that as you go along. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call.